The root of my process for pretty much everything I've ever done comes out of growing up playing like role-playing games, so like Dungeons and Dragons and Vampire the Masquerade. Hi, my name is Tabitha Nikolai. I'm a visual artist and writer, educator, sometimes curator, currently based in Portland, Oregon, and originally from Salt Lake City, Utah. I grew up in Salt Lake City, so it's like very conservative, kind of monoculture, so it's like difficult place to grow up, you know, queer and trans. So I think that, you know, tended to make me more of an introverted person. Spent a lot of times in video games and online and sort of like immersed in those cultures, which felt in a lot of ways like freer as a respite from like physical world constraints. There's a lot of things you can do and be in those kind of game spaces. So I think world building is a huge part of the stuff that I do. The main program that I use is the Unity game engine, which is a free piece of software that you can make either 2D or 3D games in. A lot of the work that I've been doing recently is just kind of processing experiences as a trans person. So the piece that's behind me right now is very much about that. So you move through this space and there's like other samples from, you know, the people that ran the Institute, and, you know, it's a fraught thing because those people, although they were really progressive in some ways, in helping trans people and doing research about birth control and STIs and that kind of thing, you know, they're also eugenicists and like really terrible anthropologists doing really gross stuff. So there's kind of an ambivalence about those people at the same time. And then, you know, more to like my direct experience, you know, on image board culture. So there's like snippets in this space from the LGBT board on 4chan. So, you know, these are ostensibly other queer people kind of like venting about why they hate trans people. And you kind of go through this server room and, you know, you go through this other space where there's like a Minotaur librarian who tells you this like myth. So thinking about like, you know, where stories about trans people get to live. The space itself is glitching out. You know, there's like missing texture particles there, and then like 404 errors, you know, from a browser built into the hallway. And then you kind of like come out through more poetic text and then into this like really kind of glitched out night world.